All right, can you hear me now? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think my mic was muted. God, I always have a problem with this headset. You guys can hear me? There we go. Okay, very good. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, this is the intro, which you didn't hear because my mic was probably muted, was the dancing. I'll play a little bit more of it. Yeah. So there you go. There's a little sample of the Dancing Zemo. Marvel released. It's literally an hour. You can pull it up on YouTube. I went. It's right on CBR's webpage. It's pretty funny. I thought that would make a good intro. I kind of like that clubbing music. I was not much of a clubber when I was a young man, but in another life I could have been. You know, I could see myself doing that. Yes. All right. So the Dancing Zemo, I thought that was pretty funny. The show so far has been pretty good. I liked it. I've been liking it. I like when Winter Soldier is a badass. So they need to have more scenes of him just like snapping and going crazy and beating the living shit out of people. Then the show is really good. I really like the Winter Soldier when he goes crazy. So they need to have more scenes of that, or maybe Zemo can take him over and use him for an episode or two for some nefarious activities. I think that would make the show more interesting. I like it when he's. I mean, The Winter Soldier was one of my favorite Marvel movies. To this day, it's one of. I would say it's in my top 2 or 3 Marvel movies of all time. I love it. I love The Winter Soldier. All right, let's see who we got in the chat. We've got Luis Ramirez 504. He's usually the first one to chime in. We got GTK Comic out of Canada. Let's see here. I feel you. Yeah, these exclusives are killing me as well. It's been a rough couple weeks. There's one coming out tonight that I can't really say no to. I love John Guillong. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. By the way, I think I'm gonna have him on my channel next week. I've been messaging back and forth with him for probably a month or two, and it just never worked out. One week he was available and I wasn't, and then I'd be available and he wasn't. So this week I was trying to get him on this week, but he just was so backed up. But he did say that he's going to try to come on my channel next week. Any day until work. I mean, whatever is for him. I'll stream it and I'll live stream it, and whoever shows up in the chat does. If not, no big deal. Most of you will, most of my subscribers will watch it on a record anyways. So, but it'll be nice to have him on. I'm going to highlight his exclusive tonight. It comes out at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you got plenty of time to prepare for it. It looks pretty cool, and I'll go over all that with you. So hang tight, everybody. I do have some comic books to show off too. I got an order from DCBS Service. I just got that 3 or 4 days ago, so I'm going to highlight some of those. Nick Webbs 76, good to see you as well in the chat. GTK Comics says your spec on Ice Cream 24 Zoe Latchy exclusives, please. Oh, indeed. Yes, we'll talk about that. Yeah, I was hoping to get the metal, and apparently the metal is not happening now for that issue. Metal covers, I mean, I could see why they would be difficult to print, right? You're printing an image on a piece of thin metal and then attaching it to a comic book. It's probably not the easiest thing to do. But man, that would have looked so good in a metal. So I'm a little disappointed, but they're, Trinity Comics is sort of making up for it. They're offering a different exclusive. I'll show that in a little bit. And they're also giving an extra virgin cover of the original. So they're kind of making up for it, but I don't know, not really. It's still not good. It's still kind of a letdown in my opinion, but all right. Let's see. My audio's fixed, I believe. What else we got here? That's right. It wouldn't. You would know that it's an imposter if I didn't have some type of technical difficulties during my live stream. It would be a Manchurian Candidate if I didn't have something going wrong with me. Hey, there's Mandy, the comic collector. Good to see you, Manny. Just a Little Podcast is with us. Very nice. Can't stay long. Wanted to show some love. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm on. I think I'm in his group Instagram, so I get all kinds of messages from Just a Little Podcast. So I'm glad he could show up, even if it's brief. Yes, we are going to show that. John, Star Wars, Darth Vader. Yeah, that is cool. But the one tonight is IG-88. I love IG-88. I'm a big fan. When I was a kid, I had collected the Star Wars figures. I don't know. I loved robots, and the IG-88 figure was my favorite. He was the tallest. I don't know. He was a badass. And he was pretty cool in The Mandalorian. I mean, that was a real treat to see him in action in The Mandalorian. I love that. That was one of my favorite parts of the show. Flash by Night, good to see you in the chat. CFAP, what's going on? Don't go killing any politicians. Yes, that's right. I think we have a Manchurian Candidate in office right now to some degree. He's the Geritol Manchurian Candidate. All right. Yeah, so this was on CBR's webpage. Marvel drops an hour of dancing Zemo footage. It's pretty funny. So obviously they filmed a lot more than they showed in the episode, and they're just running it on a loop. It's probably on like a 30-second loop, but it's pretty funny. So I don't know. I might do that once in a while as an intro to my live stream, doing the the club music with Baron Zemo doing his awkward dance. All right, what else we got in the news? There was a couple other things I thought that looked interesting. I've been catching up on some reading. I have read a lot of comic books lately, which is good. I've had a little time to do that. Netflix lands the exclusive rights to Sony's Spider-Man films. All right, very good. I think I have them in Blu-ray, most of them. But they're also going to have exclusive rights to Morbius. Nice. Starting in 2022, so that won't be this year. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure sold the right to buy them back. Hasn't been successful for them yet. I don't know. Maybe one of these days they'll be able to get Marvel. Maybe Disney will be able to get the rights back to Spider-Man. But right now, Sony has it. Sony's in control. By the way, that new Alien comic book, I read it. I liked the first issue. It got me in the mood to watch Alien. So I watched the original one is called Alien. I watched the one I really like is called Aliens, which has Bill Pullman in it. Oh, not Bill Pullman. Bill Paxton in it. It's the one where the Marines go in. It's a kick-ass film. It's so much better. That's still my favorite Aliens film. Is the second one. I mean, it's better than all of them combined. So I watched that the other night, and man, it's still as good as I remember it. It came out in 1986. That was a long ass time ago. It's still a fantastic movie. One of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time by far is Aliens. So I watched that the other night. Yeah, I was in the mood to watch it because of the Alien book. It's pretty good. So far, the first issue, it's a build-up, right? It's a little bit of a build-up. We'll see how it goes. Just a little podcast says, I agree. Lovely bounty hunters, even with a brief glimpse in Empire. Yep, I agree with that. That's right. Empire Strikes Back is still the best Star Wars film of all of them. I don't think that's a debated fact. That's an undisputed fact. Anybody that loves Star Wars will tell you that, and I completely agree. All right, what's up? What else is going on with CBR here? I noticed there's all these ads now. Seems like they're pretty soon. This is going to be like Bleeding Cool with all these pop-ups. You got to pay the bills. I understand that. That's the way it is. What else do we got here? I haven't gone through all of this. I started watching the Godzilla versus King Kong. The first couple minutes were pretty cool. I was so tired though. I started watching it at like 11 o'clock at night. It was pretty dumb. I usually past like 10:30, 11, I'm pretty much done. You can stick a fork in me. That's I call it old man disease. I go to bed early and wake up. I wake up early though. I'm up at 6:30 every day. So I call it old man disease. New Star Wars novel offers hope for Qui-Gon's role in the Obi-Wan series. All right. That'd be cool to see Liam Neeson reprise that role. I liked it. I thought he was a very good Jedi. I loved him. The way he talks, he just looks like an old Jedi, doesn't he? I loved Liam Neeson in that role. I thought he was excellent. All right. What else, guys? Maybe that's all the news we're going to talk about for now. All right. I have not been on top of current news. Let's go into exclusives. So this is one that's coming out tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Wanted Comics. They have an exclusive tomorrow. John Gallagher. I'm a big fan of John Gallagher's work. I think he's really good. But I have to admit, this is not my favorite cover by him. I think the first cover of this, haha, #1, was the best. by far, that was the best cover. I think number 2 was the second best. Number 3 was the third best, and number 4 is so far my least favorite. It's still a good cover. I mean, you still got this creepy clown in the middle of the road holding balloons. I mean, it's still a creepy cover, but it's not near as good as the first three covers. This will be available tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, noon Pacific, for $40. Notice the price has gone up $10. My guess is it's going to sell out very quickly, just because people like John Gallagher. I'm going to try to buy a set. I'd like to have the whole complete run if I could. Remember, I think Haha, it's a 5-issue miniseries, if I'm not mistaken. And then what'll likely happen is, I think, the volume 2 and keeping. I mean, it's been successful as far as I could tell. So I would imagine you're going to see an ongoing startup again on Haha. At least, I don't know. That's my guess. I don't know. All right. Yes, Aliens versus Predator. That was a good movie too. I like that movie. It was kind of cool, that underground complex, and how it was there for thousands of years. Yeah, I like that aspect of it. There's my good friend Rafi. What's up, buddy? Rafi and I talk all the time on Instagram. He's a good man. He's one of my regulars that I communicate with all the time. Oh yeah, that's right. Gallagher also did Pharaoh's Lounge, Resistance is Futile. There hasn't been too many books for sale on eBay on that. I've been tracking it here and there, looking. I know the only metal cover I think I've seen for sale or offered for sale was by GTK Comic. I know I don't know if did you sell that, GTK Comic? I know he had it for sale. I still have my copy. I would never sell it. I love that freaking book. And you'd have to see it in person to really understand how good it is. Like, I've put it on my Instagram. I've taken pictures of it. I've shown it on my live stream, but nothing comes close to holding it in your hand, and taking it out of the Mylar and holding it in your hand. It's like a religious experience. It's so good. All right. So that's one of the exclusives I wanted to talk about. The other one, I think Frankie's Comics is probably where I'm going to buy it from. It comes out tonight. I'm in their Facebook group, so I get like free shipping and all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't know if they have it on there. I think it would be on their promo list. Yeah, they're not showing it. All right, I'll go to Instagram. We'll go to John Geong's page. I think I bought the first cover he did was a Joker cover, for Deceased. I think that was one of his first covers that he ever did. All right, he's got another one coming out for Ice Cream Man. I'll show that here in a second as well. But this is the cover for Star Wars Annual #1. This drops tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Frankie's and Golden Apple Comics. It says it's a limited release. I don't know how many there's print. I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's 1,000 print run. So I bet Frankie's will have 500 and Golden Apple will have 500. And my guess is it will probably sell out at some point. But I love this cover. I'm a big fan of IG-88. Man, I just love this cover. I love it. It's total cover by 9 p.m. tonight. The price on it, I don't know what the price is. I'm gonna guess it's around $20. One of these, maybe Golden Apple on their Instagram page will have it listed. I'm sure they have the price listed somewhere. Golden Apple Comics. No, they don't have it. For shame, they're not promoting it on their Instagram page. That's crazy. You think they would be? Yeah, they don't have it listed on their Instagram. Amazing. They're not keeping up with their Instagram page. Let me go to their website real quick. Yeah, Golden Apple isn't highlighting it either. Wow, that's crazy. Wonder why that is. You think they would do that? Well, I feel bad for John Guillaume. They're not but I guess I'm promoting it. I think that's weird that they're not highlighting that. Comes out tonight at 9 p.m. So make sure, if you like it, make sure you grab one. I think it's going to sell out. Yeah, Infamous says it's $20. Infamous knows. He's on top of this shit. Yeah, I was guessing. I would guess $20. I was right. I'm usually right. Infamous says they have a placeholder for it on their site is sold out. Yeah, I understand that, Infamous, but they're not. You go to their main webpage, and that should be one of the books highlighted at the top, and it's not. Right? I find that strange. So you would think that that would be something they would promote on their first page, but I guess not. That seems like an oversight. Same thing with Frankie's. They're not highlighting it either, so I think that's weird. A little strange in my opinion. All right. So we talked about those two exclusives. John Guillaume. Let's go to Infamous's since he's now with us in the chat. Let me go to his webpage, his Instagram page rather, and let's look at one of the books that I think is going to be hot. Him and I both are in agreement on this. What the hell is your webpage again? I'm having a senior moment. Chasing Comics. There it is. Jesus. I forgot the name of your Instagram page for a moment. All right. Let's see. I think maybe you haven't highlighted it yet. Yeah, I don't think you have. All right. I shall do so. It's not on his webpage yet. Let's go to, I'll go to Delato's webpage. Who the artist is, Gabriel Delato. I'm sure it'll be on there. There we go. It is. So this is the cover for The Marvels #1. Comes out, I think, in May, if I'm not mistaken. That is the 1 in 50 cover by Gabriel Delato. Beautiful cover. There's a couple first appearances in this, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go to my messages. I know Infamous messaged me this already. Oh, I just got a message from. I'm going to message John Guillaume right now. All right, I just told him I'm promoting his book. All right, let me go to. Let me go to my messages. Because I know I know Infamous told me there's a couple first appearances. I bought 2 copies. That's how aggressive. Oh, John Guillaume just messaged me. Much love. Thank you, my friend. That'll put some pressure on him to make sure he's on my channel next week. You got everything has a purpose. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so there's a first appearance of a character called Threadneedle and a first appearance of Kevin Schumer. All right, whoever that is, I don't know. Threadneedle sounds sort of interesting. I'm not too impressed by the first appearance of Kevin Schumer. Kevin Schumer, okay, all right. But a couple first appearances there, and that 1 in 50. I'm wondering how many stores are going to order 50 copies of a one shot. I think that's a one shot. I don't know if I'm right about that. Somebody chime in if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is an ongoing series of the Marvels. I'm just wondering how many stores are going to order heavy on that. It's probably like $7.99 on that book, so you may not have a lot of orders on that. Infamous says you have to search for it. It's not live. It won't appear on the first page. All right. They both, Golden Apple and Frankie's, have always promoted via Facebook groups and email, but not so much on their webpage. All right. Well, I would advise them to promote it on their webpage too. Just saying. Infamous says, yeah, I've been busy outside of IG. I understand. All right. So both of us are in agreement that this could be a hot book. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of pre-orders for this, for the regular issues. You know, how many shops are going to order 50 copies to get one of these? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I grabbed 2 copies, paid around, I think I paid $48 for one and maybe $45 for the second one. So just under $50, which I think was a good price for that book. Yeah, we'll see. I might sell one. I mean, if I could get over $100 for that book when it comes out, that'll pay for the other one. So that's a good deal when you can do that. If you can sell one copy and basically the profit on that will pay for the other one, you basically got your other issue for free. That's a good way to go. I've done that a lot. But you have to have a good feeling that, hey, this book's going to be hot, or I think that shops are going to under order this book. That's the way you have to think. You have to think in terms of, will a lot of comic book shops order heavy on that particular issue? So yeah, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. It all depends. There's Agent J.R. Ewing. Good to see you, my friend. So that's one that, keep a lookout for that. Maybe go to your LCS and say, hey, are you going to get one of these in? I'd like to get one. I'd like to pay around $50 for it. That would be a good deal, because I do think it's going to be a $75 to $100 book right away on the week of release. I don't know, maybe more. We'll see. But that's one that I had my eye on. And I didn't know about it until Infamous messaged me. So again, thank you, my friend. I'm glad I'm really good friends with Infamous. He's awesome. I did pre-order this already as well. This is the cover for God of War, I think number 4, issue number 4. That is the regular cover. So it's not an exclusive. You don't have to pay a lot of money for it. You can pre-order it just like anybody else. So I pre-ordered that on my DCBS. I love that cover. That's a freaking awesome cover. I love a red cover anyways. And yeah, come on. God of War covers, that thing is fire. I'm all over that. So I'm definitely going to order that one. What else? Oh, let's show some books real quick. Let me do that real quick. All right. So this is one that I've got 2 copies of this. This seems to be a hot book right now. I got 1 copy that I pre-ordered for like, what is it, $4.99 minus my 40% discount. I probably got it for like $3. So I got one of these pre-ordered in advance for like $3 and change. And then I bought a second copy off of Graham Crackers for $20 shipped. I'm glad I did that because I bought it. I mean, I literally the day I bought it, this was already blowing up to $100 book, and it's been hanging around $100. I think there's been some sales above $100 for a raw copy. Graded, this is selling around $400 to $500. So it is a white cover. I mean, both my copies look perfect. I don't see any problems with this book. It's a nice cardstock, that thicker cardstock cover. So I don't think there's a condition issue with getting it in a 9.8. It's just an awesome cover. I mean, look at that Boss Logic. God, he's so good. Damn. Pretty much any book comes out by Boss Logic, I'm pretty much going to buy it. Just the way it goes. He's too good not to. This is one, I don't know if I've shown it. This is the Department of Truth #1. This is the foil, 4th print foil. I got that off of Scott's Collectibles for like $40. I think it's probably what I really kind of wish I got. There's a gold foil one that I missed getting, and that's blown up as well. But yeah, I've got quite a bit of these now. I've got a pretty good investment in Department of Truth at this point. Batman Urban Legends. Yeah, I love that cover. I think it's a Kale No cover. I believe that's a Kale No cover. Man, that's a good cover. Grifter, putting old Batsy in the headlock. I love that. So that one's a good one. What else we got? Black Panther. I think this is, yeah, King in Black, Black Panther #1. Just think it's a cool cover. I can't remember who did the cover, but yeah, I like that. So I think that was, for a week or so, that was kind of heating up. I don't know if it still is. Catwoman #29. Beautiful Frizzen cover. Definitely had to get that one. So that was on my pre-order list. Crime Syndicate #1, Gerald Perel cover. Very nice. I think that was the B cover. Daredevil #28, Chip Zdarsky, Chichetto art. I mean, if you're not buying Daredevil, I don't know why you're in comics. You're crazy if you're not buying that. Eternals #3. I've been enjoying it. I like it. Esad Ribic. It's worth buying any comic book illustrated by Esad Ribic. He's fantastic. Even if the story isn't the greatest, but the story so far has been pretty good. I read the first 2 issues. I liked it. I haven't read the 3rd issue yet. Just got that. Gwenem versus Carnage. I think this is a 2nd printing. Just kind of like the cover. Inhook Lee. Got a pretty good deal. Obviously, I got a discount on that. Ha #1, 2nd printing. Yeah, just decided, hey, pick that up. Maybe long term that'll be something worth having. I Walk with Monsters, 2nd printing. That book was hot for a little while. I don't know if it's cooled down or not, but I think that was double cover the week it came out. And I've got also issue #2, Hickman cover. Ice Cream Man, I think this is #22 by my good friend John Guillong, who I'm going to try to have on my channel next week. This cover is absolutely crazy. I got this from Comics Elite. I just ordered a raw copy, but they sent it to me signed. You can see his signature right there, right? There's a signature and the certificate of authenticity. I didn't buy it. So I bought a raw copy. I think I paid $20 or $25 for this. And I got a signed copy, so can't beat that. All right, Ice Cream Man #23, I believe this is. That's the Zoe Lachey cover. It's pretty sick. Finally got the raw copy. Now the metal, I'm still waiting on the metal. I don't have the metal of this yet, but I've got the virgin copy. Trinity's messaged me saying, yeah, we're trying to get those out. So I will supposedly get the metal cover at some point. And I think this is Ice Cream Man #23, A cover. Ice Cream Man #24, that is the David Sanchez cover. It's pretty creepy. I mean, look at that creepy face. God. This sold out pretty quickly. It's a virgin. I think it was limited to 500 copies, if I'm not mistaken. So I picked up a couple copies of that. Oh, yeah, there's another copy of Ice Cream Man #23, along with the B cover, which I think is pretty cool. Got both of those. Immortal Hulk #43. I also got the Bennett homage cover. And then issue number 44. That's been a good read. Al Ewing, solid book. Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon, number 3. Yeah, I like Iron Fist. It's a cool ass cover too. I love it. Haha, number 3, issue number 3. I think that's the variant cover. Once in Future number 16 and 17. That's been a good read. I've been enjoying that. Dan Mora art. It's pretty nice. Good book. Solid book from Boom Studios. Radiant Black number 1. I think that was one of the variant covers. Just thought that was pretty nice. I like that cover a lot. That was a good story. I read it. It was pretty good. I liked it. Return of the Valkyries number 3. I just think this cover's awesome. Love the coloring on that. Just a nice cover. Pick that up. Sensational Wonder Woman number 1 by DC. That is the Putri cover. Very, very nice. See, I let my cigar go out. I have to relight that. Something is Killing the Children, number 14. That's the A cover and 15A cover. Got both of those. Spawn 315. I think that's the A cover by Capullo and McFarlane. And then you've got the B cover by, what's the artist? Babbery or something like that? Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. Star Wars Bounty Hunters, number 10. I think this is the last issue I'm buying of Bounty Hunters. First 10 issues, I'm good. I think I'm going to stop at that point. Superman Red and Blue, Red and Blue number 1, the Lee Bermejo cover. Like that beautiful cover. See if that's any good. Swamp Thing number 1. I think that's the B cover by Matina. I mean, come on, you got to buy that cover. Look at the freaking cover. God, Matina's awesome. He's mastered the art of dark cover. Not about it. Future State Teen Titans issue number 2. A and B cover, got both of those. Two Moons, number 1. I love Zafino. That's an awesome Zafino cover. So most of you have been with me a long time know that I love Geraldo Zafino. X-Men number 18. I got the Momoko cover and also the Storm cover. Pretty nice. Last but not least is Year Zero, issue number 4 and number 5. That's been a good series. I mean, it's a good zombie book. I like it. Not a bad book. The sun's coming in, glaring on me, so sorry if I'm. Bub Collects, good to see you, man. Thank you for joining the chat, and we got CardstockVariant here as well. I'm going to relight my cigar. What else should we talk about? I should get my Midtown order in either tomorrow or on Saturday. My Midtown order has that Power Rangers Heir to Darkness number 1 by Frizen. I do have that coming in my Midtown order. Man, I hope it's in perfect shape. That book is absolutely blown up. Last time I think it's come down a little. Now there today. Pull that up. Should have live streamed when the sun was down. Sun right in my freaking face right now. Share the screen. I don't know, maybe my internet connection is slow. There we go. All right. So the prices come down a tad. Buy it nows are around that $400 range in raw condition. So you've got how many listings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 listings only. That's it. 5 listings. So if you want to buy one, there's a buy it now at 400, 2 of them. And there is auction at already at 260 with 3 days left. And then you've got some crazy person asking $5,000 for one. The good news is the shipping is only $1. So I don't know if he's going to send it in a thin envelope with just one stamp on it. I don't know how you ship something for $1, but maybe that's considered a handling charge. I would think that if you're going to pay $5,000 for that book, you should probably get free. That guy happens to be on the channel, which he probably won't. I would edit your listing and just put free shipping. Yeah, just give it to him for free shipping. Come on, they're already giving you $5,000 for that book. Why not make it free shipping? That would be my advice. Revise that listing to free shipping. You might be able to sell it. Maybe that's what will sell it. It's the free shipping. So no doubt about it, this is one of Jenny Frisen's best covers I've ever seen her do. I mean, I am not a Power Rangers fan. I do not collect Power Ranger comic books. The only reason I bought this was because I love the cover. I think it's beautifully done, absolutely beautifully done. And long term, I have a feeling this is going to be at least $1,000 book in raw condition, graded 9.8, 1,500 to 2,000. No doubt about it. How many shops are going to order 50 copies of Power Rangers Unlimited Air to Darkness? It's a one shot. First of all, most comic book shops, if it's a one shot, they're going to order very low quantities. Most, even big shops, probably wouldn't even order 10 of this book. Now, maybe there was a couple shop owners that knew that, hey, this is an incentive cover. That might be hot. It's Frisen. So there might be a couple shops that ordered heavy on it just because they wanted that Frisen cover. But I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a lot out there. I don't know how many are floating out there in the real world, but in a couple months, we'll start to see this book graded. How many are going to be on the CGC census? So the true value of this book, we'll find out probably in 2 or 3 months. We'll find out what the true value of this book is. And I just realized, am I sharing my screen or not? I don't think I am. Hold on a second. I've not been sharing my screen. Holy shit. All right, here we go. This is what I've been talking about, right? The Jenny Frisen. And there is some guy asking $5,000. There's only 5 listings on eBay right now. So not a lot of inventory for sale in the secondary market. And, eventually if the $400 buy it nows are gone, if they get bought up, the book will be probably in raw condition. It'll probably go up to $500-$600 easy. That's all it takes. All right. CFAP says, what do you think about the Miles clone saga they're about to do? I like the idea of it. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, Amazing Spider-Man had the clone saga. In fact, I have the first appearance of the Spider clone. I can't remember what issue it is, but I have it in my collection. I've got a beautiful copy, by the way. I got very, very lucky. I bought that about 1.5 years ago. I think I may have paid like $50 for it, and it's literally a 9.4 to 9.6. I'm not going to say it's a 9.8, but it's super high grade for sure. I got very, very lucky on that. Bub Collect says nope. He's not aware of the Miles clone saga, I guess. All right. One thing we could do as well, we got some time here. I'm going to go on here for another I don't smell it. My wife's making hamburgers tonight, so my MacBook says it's low on battery. Hold on one second, guys. I just need to plug in my battery to my laptop. 1 second. All right, there we go. Oh, battery so fast. It's weird. It's plugged in all day. It's bizarre. All right. I think the other thing we could talk about is I did get a cover price email reviewing their top 20. Let me pull that up. Oh boy, what is my email? One second, guys. All right. All right. Let me get the email pulled up. 1 second. I had to update my password, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Let me pull up cover price. Yeah, this just came today, so this is pretty up to date. So let's blow this up a little bit. All right. This is the cover price weekly top 10 list. Well, usually what we do is we go down to like number 20. Let's take a look at it. Maybe we'll just do the top 10. Let me see. Yeah, let's just do the top 10 maybe. The runners-up. Well, we could do the runners-up. Let's do that. We'll go through this real quick. Number 20 is Ultimate Fallout number 4. I'm surprised that's so low in the list. First, Miles Morales. 9.8 just sold recently for $3,100. Very nice. That's a key book, obviously. Number 19, Something is Killing the Children, number 1. The LCSD foil cover. 9.8 just sold for $122. I do have one of those bad boys in my collection. I think I paid cover price for it. Yeah, the standard cover, it just hit $1,000 basically for a 9.8, so that's been on fire. Number 18 is Machine Man number 7. First appearance of Power Broker. He was mentioned in one of the last episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Driving the price on that book. Near mint, raw condition book will cost you about $64. Number 17 is Ultimate Fallout number 4. The selling like a 9.8 just sold for $1,100. Spawn number 1 from 1992. That's still a book on people's radar. 9.8 just sold for $253. You got to remember the print run on that book is super high. There's a lot of 9.8s on the census. If you want to buy Spawn number 1, I would definitely go for the newsstand variant. A lot less of those on the census in 9.8. But you're not going to pay $253 for it. It's probably going to be double that. So that's the way it goes. Number 15, Superboy number 9. I just posted that on my Instagram. I do have a copy of that book in high grade. I probably should get it graded. Damn, a 9.8 selling for $500. Crazy. Sylvester Stallone is the voice. I didn't know that till I just read this. Sly Stallone is the voice of King Shark. Oh, that's hilarious. I have a feeling he's going to die though in the show, in the movie though. I think he's going to get killed quickly. I don't know. I have a feeling he's not going to make it to the end. That's my prediction. Number 14 is Flash number 92 from 1994. Bart Allen's first appearance as Impulse. I don't have that book in my collection. I do have some good Flash books in my collection, but for some reason, I don't have that one. 9.8 just sold for $215, up 155%. Number 13 is Shadecraft number 1, the Jock variant. Netflix, I guess, is picking up the show. That always helps. 7-day trend up 208%. High raw copy sale of $20. Number 12 is Nightwing 78. First appearance of Melinda Zuko. Dick Grayson's new villain. Melinda is the daughter of mob boss Tony Zuko, the man who killed Dick's parents. This should get interesting. $40 for a raw copy, and that has gone to a second printing. I've seen the promotion for that. Number 11 is Black Cat number 4, the Adam Hughes 1 in 25 variant. I do have a copy of that book. I did pick one up for about $50 on Midtown. That'll be in probably in my next live stream. I'll show that. $92.50 for a high raw copy sale, up 120%. It's a cool cover. I think it's kind of a big sexual what's that called? Innuendo. I can't even pronounce. I can't pronounce certain words for some reason. But you can see from the cover, spider sense is going off, and it's pointed right at her nether regions. So it's kind of a funny cover. I like it for that. All right, let's get to number 10 on the list. Superman number 4 from 1986. Why is that on this top 10? First appearance of Bloodsport. He's going to be in the new Suicide Squad movie. I guess that's why that book's going pretty hot. 9.8 just sold for $212. Number 9 is Harley Quinn number 1, the Yoshitaka Amano Lunar Thank You cover. Never heard of it. Oh, that just came out, didn't it? Yeah. That's selling for $250 for a raw copy. Wow. Jesus, that seems really high. That was a retailer thank you green variant is surprisingly still selling well. The retailer thank you variants don't often hold value, so this is pretty impressive. Yeah, I mean, probably nothing I would spend money on, but that's okay. Number 8 is X-Men number 4, first appearance of Omega Red. Rumored to appear in episode 3 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which didn't happen. Speculation is still holding on to him appearing and putting where their spec is. I mean, it's still a good villain to have. I mean, it's still an important villain in Marvel Universe. But $500 for a 9.8, that seems a little high. I mean, I got a raw copy for like $30 last year, and mine's pretty high grade. I'm pretty sure mine would be either a 9.6 or a 9.8. So yeah, $500, that seems a little too over the top. Number 7 is Truth, Red, White, and Black. Number 1, Isaiah Bradley. There was a brief scene of him in episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, I think he's going to show up again. I don't know. Someone paid $900 for a 9.8. God, that's stupid. God, that's dumb. How many of you want to take a bet with me right now that book is going to be down in value within 6 months? You want to take that bet? Anybody? Chime in. You want to take that bet? Yeah, thank you, Infamous. Innuendo. I didn't pronounce it right. Innuendo. Air Spider says my magic set came in from Scorpion today. Yeah, I should get that this weekend. In my opinion, the Santa Fung cover was the best. Number 2 by far was the Carla Cohen cover. Those were the 2 covers that I really, really liked. Those were the only 2 that I bought. The rest of them were okay. They were good, but those 2 were standouts in my opinion. No doubt about it. GTK Comic is selling the Pharaoh's Lounge. Gallagher Resistance is Futile. Virgin along with the Metal. Discounted both of them. All right. I'm holding on to mine. I think that book long term is going to be pure gold. Nobody wants to bet against that. Let's take a bet. That book I just mentioned, what was it? Truth, Red, White, and Black, number 1. Someone just paid a $900 for a 9.8. Yep. I'm willing to bet that is the high watermark of that book. I see that going down precipitously. There you go, Infamous. There's a big word for you. Precipitously. I pronounced that one right. GTK Comics says, if you lose, I want to be paid in your high-grade X-Men keys. Yeah, indeed. I don't take bets unless I know I'm going to win. So that's the first rule of betting. All right, number 6 on the list is The Ultimates number 1. I may have that book in my collection. I gotta look. I think I do. Brief appearance of Ayo from the Black Panther films within episode 3 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, she appears right at the end of episode 3. She's right at the end of the episode. Yeah, so that's her first appearance, I guess. Raw copies sells for about $50. That's pretty good because I think that book was basically cover price until that episode dropped. Number 5 is Thundercats number 1. Director of Godzilla vs. King Kong, director Adam Wingard to helm the Thundercats movie for Warner Brothers. While nostalgia has recently taken sales to new heights for this series, 7-day trend up 287%. A CGC 9.8 just sold for $1,600. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Oh, boy. The poor bastard that bought that book. I mean, I hope he can sell it for more than he paid, but man, that to me seems like, what's that old game? The musical chairs. That book seems like musical chairs to me. Last person to buy that book gets crushed. I have no interest in Thundercats. I think I may have owned that book at one time. Yeah, the cartoon was I back when that cartoon came out. I was more into GI Joe. I mean, I was 1985. I was probably in middle school. Yeah, I was in middle school, so I was probably what 12, 13 years old when that came out. The cartoon was not very good. GI Joe was way better. Sorry, Thundercats. I actually like He-Man better than Thundercats. Thundercats number 0 from Wildstorm in 1975. 9/8 just sold for $179, so that's a much cheaper alternative. Number 3 is X-Men 282. 282, what is that? Do I have that book in my collection? I think I do. Isn't that the new team? Oh, that's the first appearance of comic book market, especially the graded comic book market, is absolutely about it on my channel for quite some time. It's gone crazy. My X-Men 94 8.5. That's $3,000 comic book right now. Probably could get more than that because mine has white pages. There's not too many white pages for sale, even in higher grades. So yeah, all the X-Men books are. I mean, that was a cover price book forever. Forever. You could have bought 20 copies of that in high grade for nothing for the longest time. I can't tell you how many times I would go through comic shops and I would see that book. I think I have at least a couple copies. I probably could have had 20 copies of that book if I wanted, and all for cover price. People were giving that book away for a long time. Number 2, Strange Tales, number 179, first featuring Warlock. First appearance of Pip the Troll. Holy crap! Why is this book getting hot? I have that book in my collection. May not be the book you're hunting for, but it's definitely trending thanks to rumors that he will appear in the Eternals along with Star Fox. Of course, this should be taken with a grain of salt because it sure moved and sold 61 copies, a 7-day trend up 300%, a high sale of $350 for a 9.6. I've got a really nice copy in my collection. I'm going to say mine's at least in a 9.0 or higher copy. Maybe it's a 9.4. I don't know. 9.6. I'm not going to say it's a 9.6, but I got a really nice copy in my collection of that book. I bought it a long time ago for nothing. I think I paid $30 or $40 for it, probably at least a couple years ago. I think at that time I bought that one. I bought the first appearance of Gamora. I got a really high grade copy of that for pretty cheap. I think that's why I bought both of them. I was kind of like focused in on that series. Number 1 is Shadecraft number 1. Netflix is picking it up. It's $18 for a raw copy. I don't know why this is number 1 on the list, but it is. I don't think I picked that up. I think I passed on it, but hey, anybody that picked it up, congratulations. You've done well on it. Shadecraft, Netflix. That's all you need is a Netflix deal. Nikki's Comics Addiction. Good to see you, my friend. CFAP says First Bishop. Yes, thank you, sir. I got around to that. All right. I think that's it for me. I've been on here for an hour. That's pretty good for me. I usually don't stay on longer than that. I don't know. Anything else you guys want me to talk about? I did my pre-orders for the month of May. So I may do another video highlighting the books that I'm decided to pre-order. So it gives you an idea of what I'm looking at. I might post that video in the next few days. So tomorrow I will be posting a video talking about the Hot 10 list from CBSI. We'll see what's on there. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to eBay this week. I don't really know what's moving, but I'm sure there'll be some interesting things on that list. So I'll do a video on that. Next week, guys, I'm going to try to get John Guillong on my live stream. I told him I was talking about him on this live stream, so hopefully he's tuning in and he'll watch it and he will commit to coming on to the show. Whatever time works best for him. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever time is good for him, I will be available for him. I think Monday is the only day I won't be able to do anything because I'm golfing. But the other days I'm fully open. So, John, if you're watching this video, let me know what day and time works good for you, my friend. And we'll talk comics. We'll talk art. I want to dig in, find out what his process is. How does he create these fantastic images? He definitely has a style that's very recognizable, and that's what you have to do in comic books. If you want, especially if you want to be a cover artist, you kind of have to distinguish yourself. John Ong is definitely to do that. So we'll hopefully talk to him next week. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Next week, I'll do another live stream, but check out my video tomorrow on the review of the Hot 10 list. Hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you soon.